fertilization, where sperm and ovum leads to the formation of a zygote. The attachment of trophoblast to endometrium is called implantation, ultimately leading to pregnancy. You must be thinking, are there any significant changes in the embryo and uterus after the commencement of pregnancy? Well, yes. There are a number of changes in the embryo as well as the uterus, which we will understand in detail in this module. First of all, trophoblast, which implants in the uterus, develops finger-like projections around itself called the chorionic villi. Villi jointly forms a complex with the uterine tissue and maternal blood. A functional unit between the maternal uterus and embryo is formed, known as placenta. Here comes an obvious question. What is the need for this placenta? So, you must know that it facilitates the oxygen and nutrient supply to the embryo, and also removal of carbon dioxide and excretory materials produced by the embryo. Besides this, it also secretes hormones like human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, human placental lactogen, HPL, estrogens, progesterones, etc. It must be noted that these hormones are produced only during pregnancy, while the level of other endocrine hormones like estrogens, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc. are increased several folds to ensure proper fetal development in the mother's womb. Now let us understand the process of fetal development. The inner cell mass, which is implanted, is differentiated into ectoderm and endoderm. Mesoderm develops soon, and these layers eventually develop into different organs. Some specialized cells called stem cells have the potential to give rise to all organs. You must be thinking, what changes take place at various months of pregnancy? Students, in humans, pregnancy is a period of 9 months. During first month, heart is formed, which can be heard with the help of a stethoscope. During the end of second month, the fetus develops limbs and digits, and major organs are formed by the end of first trimester. The first movements of the fetus and appearance of hair on the head are usually observed during the 5th month. By the end of 24 weeks, that is the second trimester, the body is covered with fine hair, eyelids separate, and eyelashes are formed. By the end of 9 months of pregnancy, the fetus is fully developed and is ready for delivery. Students, have you heard of the term gestation? Yes, it is the period of human pregnancy of 9 months. At the end of pregnancy period, there is a vigorous contraction in the uterus that causes expulsion or delivery of fetus, and this process is called parturition. You will be surprised to know that as in gametogenesis, the process of parturition is also governed by the neural endocrine system. But how? Let us see the mechanism. These signals originate from fully developed fetus, and placenta induces mild contractions in uterus called fetal ejection reflex. This reflex stimulates pituitary gland to release oxytocin, leading to strong contractions in uterus. This is a positive feedback hormone regulation, where more contractions leads to the release of more oxytocin, and expulsion of the baby out of the uterus through the birth canal is called parturition. Students, do you remember we studied about the mammary glands being an integral part of the female reproductive system? Yes, it undergoes differentiation during period of pregnancy, and during the end of pregnancy, these glands produce milk by the process of lactation that nourishes the newborn. The first milk in lactation is called colostrum. Interestingly, it contains several antibodies essential for the development of immunity in the newborn. Therefore, it is highly recommended by doctors that mothers should feed their baby with breast milk for a period of 6 months for a healthy baby. Students, now let us recall what we have learnt in this chapter. Humans are viviparous, that is, they give birth to young ones. The process of reproduction is comprised of many steps, namely gametogenesis, fertilization, implantation, gestation, and parturition. Male and female reproductive systems have different set of organs. Male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, the male sex accessory ducts, and the accessory glands and the external genitalia. Testes has many compartments called testicular lobules, and each lobule contains highly coiled seminiferous tubules containing germ cells and Sertoli cells. The process of spermatogenesis takes place in the seminiferous tubule, where spermatogonia undergo meiotic division, leading to sperm formation. Leydig cells secrete androgen, the male hormone. Now coming to the female reproductive system, it consists of a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts, a uterus, a vagina, external genitalia, and a pair of mammary glands. The process of oogenesis or formation of ovum takes place in ovary, along with the formation of female hormones that occur under the neural control. The uterus has 3 layers, namely perimetrium, myometrium, and endometrium. The female external genitalia includes mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen, and clitoris. A mature sperm consists of head, neck, a middle piece, and tail. The reproductive cycle of female primates is called the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle starts only after attaining puberty. During ovulation, only one ovum is released per menstrual cycle. After coitus, sperm is transported to the ampulla-isthmic junction of the fallopian tube and fertilizes ovum, and a diploid zygote is formed. Zygote is implanted into the uterus after the formation of blastocyst. The period of 9 months of pregnancy is termed as gestation. And after the completion of 9 months, fully developed fetus is delivered by the process of parturition, which is also under hormonal control of oxytocin secreted by maternal pituitary gland. Mammary glands secrete milk after childbirth, which is fed by mother to child. Students, in this chapter, we learnt about the different processes involved in human reproduction. And in our upcoming modules, we will understand the reproductive health in humans.